Last week, a series of new credit card rules designed to protect consumers went into effect. The law gives you more time to pay your bill and slows down rate hikes and penalty fees. But even with the new protections in place, there are still some pitfalls you need to be aware of. And right now, we're joined by Kelli Grant, senior consumer reporter for smartmoney.com. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to term this all as baby steps in the right direction, but we're not all there yet, are we?
We definitely aren't. All of the issuers have basically replaced all of the old nasty fees and practices with some new ones for consumers to watch out for.
Fun.
The cycle continues.
So let's go down some of them. Annual fees, how are they changing?
Well, this is something you used to see really only on high-end cards where you got a lot of rewards and benefits, but now issuers are putting them on even basic cards. Citibank just notified some consumers that come April 1st, they're going to have $60 annual fees on their accounts, and a lot of other issuers are doing it too. So really, for consumers, consider what benefits you're getting from this. In most cases, if your credit report can stand to take a small hit to your score, like, in other words, if you're not applying for a mortgage or a car loan anytime soon, then just consider opening up a new fee-free credit card account and then closing the old one.
So really shop around.
Definitely.
What about hidden notifications? Explain those.
Well, by the new regulations, issuers have to give you at least 45 days notice if they're going to raise your rate or make other changes to the terms of your account. But advocates have said they're worried that the consumers are going to miss these notifications, that they're going to be in inconspicuous mailings or they're going to be bundled in with the monthly statements. So the takeaway here is really to make sure that you're reading everything your credit card issuer sends you. There might be important information in that fine print.
There's the next one. I don't think people even really think about. I mean, it doesn't factor into my world, but higher interchange fees. But it's something you should watch out for.
It's something you do want to think about. I mean, this is the credit card regulations focused on consumers, but interchange fees are those that the issuers charge the merchant every time someone uses a credit card or a debit card. And if they're losing all of this fee income from consumers, then they're going to be likely charging more interchange fees to the merchant, and that's going to mean higher prices that you're going to pay for pretty much everything else if the merchant chooses to accept credit cards at all.
That's incredible. Co-signing for minors, parents need to really watch out from now on about the rules.
There's definitely a little more fine print here. Under the new regulations, students or really any consumers who are younger than age 21 need a co-signer or proof of income to get a credit card, and that's definitely a good move for these students so they don't carry as much debt. But for the parents, you want to be watching out for that because the Federal Reserve said specifically that banks can extend the co-signer's liability well beyond when that student borrower is 21 or older. So parents could be on the hook for their students' debts even, years after they graduate.
And we know how students like to use credit cards.
Definitely.
Lastly, interest rate rebates. Why should you watch out for those?
Well, this is something that issuers have gotten around some of the regulations where they're not allowed to raise your rate on existing balances. They've jacked up the rates to about 30%, means they really don't need to go any higher with it, and they're offering some sort of a rebate if you pay on time or make purchases. Now, it may sound like a good deal, but really just think about how expensive that makes it to carry any sort of a balance. And if you do carry it, you might be forced to add to it under the terms to get some slightly lower interest rate. So really, you want to pay off your balance in full every month and make sure that you're starting to use your credit wisely.
You got to really pay attention these days. All right. Kelli Grant, senior consumer reporter for Smart Money. Thank you so much.
Thank you.